Hello, hello, my dear friends, my dear students, and YouTube lovers. My name is Roshan Zamir, and I have started one new YouTube channel that is Commerce Knowledge Share. And I am going to upload many videos on commerce subject and even many videos on accounting, financial management, and other income tax, statistics, and other subjects. And today I have selected one basic topic, and because this is my first video, and I have selected the one of the basic topic which is useful for 12th standard students, Karnataka second PUC students, and also for BCom students and even for CA students. So that topic that we have selected today that we are going to discuss is about a partnership. Okay, what is mean by partnership? Let us discuss the meaning of a partnership. So before going to discuss the meaning of a partnership, we have to discuss the reasons why this partnership came into existence. The reasons behind this partnership which came into existence. Reasons behind the existence of a partnership. Okay. What is mean by that reasons behind existence of partnership? It's nothing but the drawbacks of sole trading concern. Because as we all know that partnership, it is a form of business ownership. And there are number of forms of business ownership, that is, for example, sole trading concern or partnership firm, and Hindu undivided family, and joint stock companies, and cooperative societies, and etc. etc. There are number of types of or the forms of business ownership. So this is also one of the form of business ownership. Before this, there was one form of business ownership that is called sole trading concern, and there are a number of drawbacks that we can see in sole trading concern. So because to eliminate all those drawbacks, we have moved towards this partnership. That means what? Here, with the help of partnership, we can eliminate the drawbacks of sole trading concern. Let us discuss those drawbacks first. So first of all, the drawbacks of sole trading concern. Drawbacks of sole trading concern. Or you can call it as reasons behind the existence of partnership firm. Both are same. The drawbacks of sole trading concern or the reasons behind existence of partnership firm, both are same. Now let us discuss which are those main drawbacks. First of all, lack of capital. So as we all know that in sole trading concern there was only one owner. There's only one owner in a sole trading concern, and that owner himself has to invest the whole capital which is required for the sole trading concern. And for a single person, it is very difficult to invest the whole capital which is required to run a business. And in that case, he searches for another person who can contribute some part of capital to grow this sole trading concern or to improve the business of the sole trading concern. So this is the biggest drawback of sole trading concern, which helps for the existence of this partnership firms. And second drawback is lack of managerial abilities. See, as we have already discussed that in sole trading concern we can see only one person who is a owner of the business as well as who is a servant of the business. That means here he has to contribute the whole capital which is required to run the business. Along with that, he has to manage himself the whole business, and it is very difficult to manage the business. Of course, if the business is small, then he can manage, but as and when the business grows up, it will be very difficult for him to manage the business. So for that reason, he searches for someone who can look after his business, who can manage his business. So this may be one reason for this existence of partnership firms. And now the third and the biggest reason behind this is heavy risk. Heavy risk involved. That means as we have already discussed that there is only one owner, and whatever the risk which is involved in this business, that is borne by the sole trader only, because there is no other person who can share his losses. Of course, he can get the whole profit also. If a business earns the profit, he gets the whole profit of the business. If a firm incurs the loss, in that case also, this is the only person who has to bear all the losses of the business. So there is no one to share the losses. So for that reason, this may also be one of the biggest reason for this existence of partnership firm. Now we shall discuss about the meaning of partnership firms. Okay, let us discuss the meaning of partnership firms. Okay, if we talk about the meaning, partnership means it is an association of two or more persons who have agreed to carry on a legal business in an agreed proportion or in an agreed ratio. So this is the general meaning. This is the general meaning that we are going to discuss. That is, partnership means it is an association of two or more persons who have agreed to carry on a legal business. That's most important. That business should be legal business in an agreed proportion or in an agreed ratio. So this is the normal meaning. Or in general sense, if we talk about in general, partnership means it is an association of two or more than two persons who are ready to contribute their part of capital in the business, and as well as who are ready to share the profits or losses of the business in an agreed proportion or in an agreed ratio. That can be called as a meaning of partnership firm in a general sense or in a general meaning. Okay, now let us discuss about the exact definition of a partnership. Exact definition of partnership as per the Indian Partnership Act, or as per the section 4 of Indian Partnership Act of 1932. In the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, there is a precise definition which is given in Indian Partnership Act of 1932 and in the section 4 of partnership. So now let us discuss the exact definition. So definition is like this: partnership is a relationship between relationship between the persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business. Profits of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Any one of them acting for all. Now, this definition gives the complete meaning of partnership. So, what is meant by that? Let us analyze this definition. So, as per the Indian Partnership Act of 1932. So here, partnership is a relationship between. It's a relationship. Relationship means, it doesn't mean that it's a blood relationship. It is not a blood relationship. It is a contractual relationship. Okay. So it is not a blood relationship. So partnership is a relationship, that means contractual relationship between the persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business. See, if we look at this definition here, they have mentioned about only profits. They never mentioned anywhere about the losses in this definition. That means what? Here a partner can be a partner to share the profits of the business, but in some extreme cases, there are some partners who do not share the losses of the business. They only share the profits of the business. Okay, so that is called one type of partner. They are called as profit only partners. Let us discuss about the types of partners in the next video. And now we are discussing the exact meaning of partnership firm. In the meaning, they have clearly specified that it is a relationship between the persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business. Okay, and this business can be carried on by all. That means all the partners together. There may be 10 partners, there may be 5 partners, there may be 8 partners, any number of partners up to maximum 20. So the business can be carried on by all together. They can carry on this business, or sometimes if it is not possible at that time, any one of them acting for all. That means say for example there are 4 partners. All 4 partners, they may come to carry on that business or not sometimes. But on the behalf of all the partners, there may be one partner. There may be one partner among them, and he can run the business. He can run the business on behalf of all the partners. So this is the exact meaning of partnership. Let us move on to the next topic. Okay, now we have discussed about the meaning of partnership, and we shall discuss about the features or essentials, or you can call it essential features of partnership. Features of a partnership. Features of partnership, or you can call it as essential elements of partnership. You can call it as like this. So which are all those features? Let us discuss one by one. There are many features and we are going to discuss one by one. So among them, the very first one, it is that is two or more persons. Two or more persons. What is meant by that? Here, two or more persons means there must be two or more persons to form a partnership. Because, say for example, a single partner or a single person cannot be called as a partner. You can't call him as a partner if he is only one person in the business. That means what? That means there must be minimum two members. It may be more than two, but it should be minimum two members to form a partnership. That is the main feature. And second thing, there must be an agreement. There must be an agreement between the partners. Without agreement, you can't form any partnership. If it is a partnership, means there is an agreement between the partners. Agreement means what? Agreement means it contains all the rules and regulations of partnership. What are all the rules that they have framed to run the business? So all these rules are put together in one document, or it's a written document in which all the rules and regulations to carry on the business is to be written, and it is to be signed by all the partners, showing their consent in that agreement. So like this, there must be an agreement between the partners. And the third thing is oral or written agreement. Oral, or it may be a written agreement. That means what? That means here, as we have discussed earlier, that there must be an agreement in the partnership. Okay, now the third thing is oral or written. That means a agreement can be the oral agreement, or the agreement can be a written agreement. Both the types of agreements are legally binding. It doesn't mean that if they are having oral agreement, it is not valid. No, it's not like that. Even the oral agreement is also valid, and written agreement is also valid. Both are legally valid agreements. But it is better to have written agreement. Why? Because to avoid the disputes among the partners. In initial stage they may agree, but later on they may start arguing. So here, to stop such arguments and to avoid any disputes among the partners, it is better to have one written document or written agreement. And next, fourth one is lawful business. Lawful business. What is meant by that? That means here, whatever the business that partners are carrying on, that must be the legal business. That must be the legal business. Government will accept only that partnership if it runs any legal business. If you are running any illegal business, it is not called as a partnership, and the government can issue the orders to dissolve the partnership as early as possible if government comes to know that you are running any illegal business. So that means what? The business that partners which they are carrying on, that must be the lawful business. And next, fifth one, there is the aim of business should be profit making. Because as we all know that every business is having only one motive, that is profit making. Every business, maybe it is a sole trading, maybe it is a partnership, maybe it is a cooperative society, or maybe, sorry, not cooperative society, it may be a company, just a companies, or any other type of businesses. every business is having the main motive of earning profit only. So as usual, this partnership is also one of the form of partnership, one of the form of business ownership. So because of that reason, here they are also having the main feature, that is profit making. That means whatever the partnership that you are forming, that partnership should have the main motive to make profit, to earn profit. It is not like that you are running one charitable institution, or it may be any other institution. If that institution is not having profit motive, at that time you cannot call it as a partnership firm. So that means in overall sense there must be the profit making motive behind this partnership. And the next sixth item is the sharing of profit or losses. Sharing of profit or losses. That means what? As we have already discussed that there are the partners in this partnership firm, and there are several owners. There is not only one owner. There are several owners in the partnership firm. If there are several owners, means there must be the sharing of profit or losses. If a partnership firm gets any profits or sometimes losses even, at that time, in which ratio that they are going to share the profits, in which ratio that they are going to share the losses, that should be there in the partnership. Then only it can be called as a partnership. Otherwise, it is not. So that means what? There must be one profit or loss sharing ratios in the partnership firm. And the seventh one is unlimited liability. Unlimited liability. What is mean by that? Unlimited liability means here the liability of the partners is not limited, as we can see in the companies. In companies, the liabilities of the shareholders is limited, but here the liabilities of the partners is not limited. That means unlimited. That means what? Here the partnership and partners are not the separate two legal entities. Here the partners as well as partnership both are same, as we can see in sole trading concern. In sole trading concern also, the owner of the business is not different from the business, where you can see that there is unlimited liability of the owner of sole trading concern. In the same way, here also the liability of the partners are unlimited. In case if company incurs huge losses, in case if a company this business partnership firm comes to that position that where they cannot able to pay off the liabilities of the firm. If, say for example, if a partnership firm comes to dissolution stage where they are not able to pay off all their liabilities, in that case here the partners are liable to pay those liabilities out of their private properties. That they have to pay all the liabilities out of their private properties. That means the liabilities of the partners is unlimited. And now let us discuss about the eighth point. Eighth point is optional registration. Optional registration. That means here the registration of partnership firm is not compulsory, as we can see in companies. In companies, the registration of companies is compulsory, but registration of partnership firm is not compulsory. If you want registration, you can get the registration, or if you don't want, you can just leave and you can run the business. Here the registration is not compulsory for partnerships. And there should be, the purpose should be, and the next one, the ninth one, the purpose should be to run a business. This is also most important. That means here the purpose of business for which you are forming a partnership, that purpose should be to run the business. If the purpose is not for running any business, at that time you can't call it as a partnership. If you want to call it as a partnership, means the purpose for which you are forming a partnership, that must be to run a specific legal business. Then only you can call it as a partnership. And next word, 10th one. So here the 10th one is business can be carried by all or anyone, as we have discussed in the definition. So after formation of partnership firm, the business can be carried by all the partners if they wish, if they are free, if they wish to come and participate in the business. There is a option which is given to the partners that if they are free or if they wish, they can come and they can participate in the business affairs, and the business can be carried on by all. Or sometimes all the partners may not have that much of time to participate in the business affairs. At that time, they can assign any one person on behalf of all the partners, and that one person can run the business. That is called business can be carried out by all or anyone acting for all, like this. And the last thing is, this is governed by, it is governed by Partnership Act of 1932, as we have discussed in the definition itself. So this Partnership Act, this partnership firms in India, it is governed by Partnership Act of 1932. That say, for example, even for companies also, there is an act called Companies Act of 1956, and now there is a new Companies Act of 2003. So as per the Companies Act of 2003, all the companies have to follow all the rules and regulations which is prescribed under that Companies Act of 2003. So in the same manner, all the companies are governed by that Companies Act of 1956 or 2003. In the same manner, all the partnership firms are governed by this Partnership Act of 1932. Okay, so these are all what we have discussed today. It is about the features of partnership firm, the meaning of partnership firm, and the definition of partnership firm. Hope all of you have enjoyed my video, and hope it will be helpful for you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video and comment on video, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye bye.